All right, guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at a case that has a camera control button, a clear case, and we're going to see if it's better than Apple's clear case. This also has the camera control button, as does this case, so let's find out. And of course, we are taking a look at the Otterbox Lumen for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, the price on this case at Apple is $49.95. On Otterbox's website, it's $69.95, and most of the colors are out of stock. So of course, links will be down in the description below for both options for you guys to check out for yourselves. Now, starting off with the packaging, it does say Otterbox here, Lumen series with MagSafe, and you do get a little picture of your case here that you can actually feel yourself. And I do have two colors. We'll be looking at the other ones as well, but this one's gonna be the black one. And then on the back, it is Drop Plus tested. So 3 times as many drops as military standard. Designed for iPhone, protected by Otterbox, raised edges, scratch resistant, and it contains 75% of recycled content. So this one is going to be the black one, like I said. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So basically you just open up the box and all you get inside is your phone case and nothing else, just this cardboard. So taking a look at the case itself, first things first, we can kind of see already, this thing gets some dust on it. All that is just dust. It comes right off on my finger. So this case, especially around the screen, is definitely going to catch some lint and some dust, as does the Apple Clear case, at least for me. But that is definitely something to note about this case. But anyways, you are going to get your polycarbonate material here on the back. You do see your MagSafe magnet and alignment magnet. Now, if you guys can see on here, the MagSafe magnet has like a little sparkly kind of ring that goes around here and around the alignment magnet right there. So that's definitely something to note. But on the black version especially, it is not nearly as noticeable as on the other colors. And of course, you're going to get your camera ring here. Now looking at the inside, same thing, MagSafe magnet, alignment magnet there. And around the sides, you are getting this TPE material that goes all the way around the entire phone. So that TPE is going to help protect your phone from those drops. It's going to definitely offer you more protection than Apple's clear case. So put that little check right there as a checkbox for the Otterbox Lumen. But anyways, let's go ahead and bring over our scale and our caliper, and we'll see how much this thing weighs, how thick it is. So starting off in grams, we are looking at 39 grams. Now, let's compare that to the Apple Clear case here. And this one's 35 grams. So 4 grams difference noticeable right away, but you don't really feel the weight of this case compared to this case. I have been testing them both a good bit the last few days. You really don't feel the weight difference between them. So let's go ahead and talk about the thickness of them. So let's move this over here to the side. We'll start off with the Otterbox Lumen. So going from front to back, we're looking at 11 millimeters, and from inside to outside, we're looking at 2.8. And then the Apple Clear case, front to back, we are looking at 11.2 millimeters. And then inside to outside, we are looking at 2 millimeters. So this one is going to be a little bit thicker than the Otterbox Lumen from inside to outside. However, from the sides, the Otterbox Lumen is going to be a little bit thicker than the Apple Clear case. So those are your weights and those are your measurements right there. Now let's go ahead and bring our natural titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max, and we'll go ahead and put it in here. Let's listen out for that click. Very nice solid click on there. That is one thing that this case fits really, really well onto the phone. Of course, Apple's does too. It's an Apple-made case. Now, going around the corners, 1, oh, this one's a little tough, 2, 3, and 4. Great fit on all 4 corners here. Everything is looking just fine when it comes to that. Let's go around the sides, and yeah, that TPE material is going to be nice and stiff going all the way around. So I really do like that. Your top is good. Your bottom is pretty good. The bottom is, I would say, the most loose part out of all of them, but I wouldn't really consider this that loose by any means. But yeah, good fit all the way around, and especially around that camera control button. That is a lot of the time the biggest issue, because the camera control button or area on some cases is super flimsy, and I'm really worried about that breaking. But on this case, I don't think you'll have any problems with that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that camera and screen protection, all right? So let's go ahead and give this a little wipe down. And by the way, if you guys want to see the camera and screen protection on the Apple Clear case and all that stuff, I'll leave that video over here at the end of this video. That way you guys can see my entire full review on it. I don't want to make this one too long by talking about all the little nitty-gritty details of the Apple Clear case. So if you're interested, that video will be there. But anyways, looking at that screen protection, I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector. and you're getting a decent screen lip there. So you can definitely set this down on any surface and you will be good to go. And then your camera lip is okay. I wouldn't say it's a proper camera lip. I would like to see it a little bit of a more raised camera lip. So definitely be careful on where you're setting this down, especially because this is a clear back case. It may end up scratching. Now, Otterbox does say it is scratch resistant. I have had no scratches on this one, and I've also been using the blue one, and I have no scratches on that as well. So that is definitely something to note about this. I don't know if it will scratch depending on which surfaces you're using it on, but just keep that in mind. So how does this case feel in the hand, right? It's pretty comfortable to use. The sides are nice and grippy. There's no added texture or anything there on the sides, but they are pretty grippy. I do like the way they feel. It feels really good in the hand. My only gripe with this case is that the bottom area is a little bit sharp. So it's not a full-on pinky destroyer, but it's a little bit sharp. You get to holding your phone like this for a little while. Eventually, you'll start feeling that a little bit, but you don't really feel the weight or the thickness of this case as much as you do just that little, it's right there, that bottom edge right here. I'll show you guys. That bottom edge right there is just a little sharp. I'd love to see that taken care of and smoothed out a little bit. This case would be a lot better if it did. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look around the sides. Starting off with the top, you are completely closed in. On the left-hand side, you have your action button, volume up and down, and a little bit of Otterbox branding right there, and you're closed in the rest of the way. On the bottom, you do get your accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a pretty wide open USB Type-C port, which let's go ahead and bring over this anchor cable here. We'll plug this in. There we go, we're charging, and yeah, you get a pretty decent USB Type-C port. So most of your thicker head cables should fit in here really with no issue at all. And then moving along to the right-hand side, of course, we are completely closed in, including your camera control button right there. Now, the camera control button is going to be very similar to Apple's. It's also going to be made out of that sapphire crystal, and on this case, it is very responsive, just like Apple's. To be honest, as far as I'm concerned, I have not noticed a difference between Apple's and Otterbox's camera control button. They both work very, very well. They both work exactly the same in my use. So let's take a look at that camera control button. Now, of course, we don't really need to talk about the groove or anything because it's a button. So let's go ahead and click it and put it through its paces, right? So we'll go ahead and zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Very responsive. Everything is moving very quickly. If you guys look right here, everything is moving very nicely, just like it does on the Apple Clear case. Works just fine. Let's go ahead and take our little picture right there. Per usual that we do. Boom, here we go. And yeah, and that is definitely something that you want to see when it comes to a case like that. Because, number one, this case is sold at Apple, right? So Apple let them do that and gave them, I don't know if they gave them a little secret or what it was. They gave them the little recipe. They were like, here, take this, hold that, put that camera control button in the right way. I don't know if they did that, but whatever they did, it works exactly like Apple. So I love to see that. So let's take a look at some of the colors that this case is going to come in. Now, of course, we are looking at the black color, which Otterbox calls this grackle. And here is the blue color, which Otterbox calls macaw. Now, the blue color here is where you kind of really notice the sparkly effect on here. This is actually the case that I bought first, and I wasn't a huge fan of how sparkly it is on the MagSafe ring and the alignment magnet there, so I ended up buying the black one as well. But just for you guys to see, it is a little bit glittery and sparkly. So if you're into that, then this will be great. But if not, then I definitely recommend going for the black version because the other colors is just even more elevated than this one. But this is going to be what the macaw looks like. It's also going to come in Mallard, which is green, and Rose Finch, which is pink. So you get a few different color options on this case. In my opinion, I think the black one looks the best. Choose whichever one you guys like for yourself. Now, one thing that we did forget to do, you know, these things are recorded live, no script. So one thing we forgot to do is test out those buttons. So let's listen to how those sound real quick. Pretty good buttons on there. They are built-in buttons with some relief cutouts, so that is something to note there. But all in all, pretty clicky. They protrude pretty nicely, so no real issues there at all. So now that we looked at the colors, let's go ahead and check out that MagSafe. And that is what's going to tell us, is this case all the way around better than Apple's case? So starting off with our Apple MagSafe wallet, go ahead and attach that there. Of course, you're going to get your animation. and you do have to give it a little bit of force in order for that to come off. But actually, look, it's not coming off. So definitely on here with the polycarbonate and the leather, it is going to be leather wallet and fine woven wallet approved. Then moving along to our Apple MagSafe battery pack, attach that. Give it a second. It's been going weird lately. It's been weird. I don't know what it is. It takes a second, no sound. It is what it is. But there you go. It is attached. Let's go ahead and shake it, shake it, shake it. Yeah. And you're good to go there. It's not coming off. It's on there really nice and tight. You do have to give it a little bit of force to come off. And then moving along to our Anker 623. This is what we're going to use to test between the two cases. I'm actually going to put on the Apple Clear case right after this, and we're going to test it out. So let's see. Okay. So no shake, no wrist shake. It's going to come pretty much right off. Okay. There we go. So that's what we're looking at there. I would not go picking up any MagSafe mounts or any car mounts or anything like that, but on your everyday, day-to-day use, this will be fine. Now, I would just be a little careful with the car mount with this case. You need a really good MagSafe mount that'll compensate for the weakness of this one in order to really hit a pothole or anything like that in your car. But for everyday driving, you attach this to most car MagSafe mounts, you'll be just fine. Don't really worry about that. I just shake these accessories and stuff for the video. But let's go ahead and test out the Apple Clear case here. We'll put this thing on. Of course, the one thing you get with your Apple Clear case is those animations. You're going to get that. So you do not get that with the Otterbox Lumen. Now, real quick, just to start off, the buttons are definitely better on the Otterbox Lumen. That is something I wanted to mention real quick because it's easy. Clicking the buttons, they're way, way better on the Otterbox Lumen. So another point for the Lumen right there. And let's check out just that MagSafe, what we're looking like here. Attach that. Okay, so the only thing that I would say that is better about the Apple Clear case as opposed to the Otterbox Lumen is the MagSafe strength. The MagSafe is definitely noticeably better on here, but that doesn't go to say that it's terrible on here. I've experienced way worse MagSafe. It's not bad, it's just not as good as the Apple Clear case. So 1 point for the Apple Clear case, give that a little check mark on their side. So they kind of, the Apple Clear case lovers there, they feel a little included as well. So with all that being said, is the Otterbox Lumen better than the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Do I recommend the Otterbox Lumen? And the answer for it being better than Apple's Clear case is absolutely. All around, except for the MagSafe, it is completely better than the Apple Clear case. And of course, with the same camera control button. Their camera control buttons are literally neck and neck. But do I recommend this case for $50 or for $70 for some reason if you buy it from Otterbox? And the answer is going to be no. You can get the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T, for example. Excellent camera control button, excellent protection, way better MagSafe than either of these two cases, and a fraction of the price. And you'll be just fine. So yeah, I definitely would say get the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T. Or you can even get the Subcase Unicorn Beetle Mag that also has a camera control button, but the button's not as good as Spigen's or as Apple's or as Otterbox's. But I would say maybe don't go and buy spending your $50 or your $70 on this case. Definitely go try out that Spigen before buying this one. So let me know what you guys think about the Otterbox Lumen down in the comments below. Have you ever tried it? Are you an Otterbox fan at all? I'm curious to hear what you think about this case below. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a very long way for me and allows me to consistently make these videos for you guys. And if you want to see my review for the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T that I was just talking about, I'll leave that video right here. If you want to see my review for the Apple Clear case, that video is right there.